September 11, 2001. Suzhou John had barely begun his workday on the 81st floor of World Trade Center 1. He heard a loud explosion.
This was American Flight 11 flying coast to coast from Boston to LA. The plane had just come crashing into our tower.
As flames burst through the office, Suzhou and his co-workers headed for the stairwell.
I thought I would die. I mean, right from when the plane crashed in and the building was swaying and we could feel the building tilting to the left and then fighting our way through the fire, making it to the stairwell.
Suzhou feared the worst for his pregnant wife. She worked in the second World Trade Tower. Suzhou made frantic cell phone calls to her without success. Meanwhile, unknown to him, Suzhou's wife arrived at Tower 2 just moments after the second jet crashed into it. She was never allowed to enter the building. When I visited them at their new home in Dallas, it was one of the first times that Mary has shared what she went through that day.
We were standing right beneath the buildings, and I was trying to call him on my cell phone. I kept hitting the redial button, trying to reach him on my cell phone, and the cell phones were not working. The call would not go through. And while I was still standing there, the second plane came and struck the second building. I saw it. I was standing right under the buildings, and I felt the heat and the debris falling all around me.
Mary was hysterical. She spent all of that morning calling out to God to protect her husband, promising him something in return.
One of my prayers was, Lord, if you help him out of that building, if by some chance he's able to make it out and you bring him through this, then I'm ready. I'm ready to give up everything we have right now, our jobs and whatever else we have, and we'll go to a third world country and we'll serve you for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, I just have to duck for the... Ready? My life journey started in the city of Calcutta in the nation of India. I thought my calling would be in business. So I ended up with a bachelor's in business, an MBA in business. I meet this young girl, fall in love, get married in January of 2000. And in February of 2001, I pack up my bags and leave Calcutta, India for a new life in America. I left home with 2 suitcases and $50 in my wallet. Land in New York City on a cold day. In a few weeks of getting to America, I find work on the 81st floor of the North Tower of the World Trade Center. My wife Mary, she finds work on the 71st floor of the South Tower of the World Trade Center. Everything was now going so well for us. And here rolled in September 2001. This is an exciting month. My wife is now, 4 months pregnant with our first child. But I happened to also pick up this book called The Prayer of Jabez, that first week of September. And that book really got me thinking. And I started asking these questions. God, what is my purpose of having moved to America? Is it all about the success and fame that I can find in this country? Or is there something more? I sent out an email to someone that would go to my church saying, something's happening to me this morning. I know there's a call of God upon my life. I've just been chasing stuff in America. I want to be used of God. It's 8:05 in the morning, and I hit the send button on my email. I'm standing by this fax machine, trying to send some documents out to our office in Philadelphia. And I hear this incredible explosion. Had now come crashing into our tower. What followed was the building started shaking violently. Walls began to cave down. I started seeing things fall all around us. Jet fuel by then had made its way down onto our floor. Fire breaks out all around us. So we start fighting our way through the fire, make our way onto that stairwell. Thousands of people now joining us onto that stairwell. The fear of death written on the face of everyone. We hear another explosion. This is the second plane crashing into the second tower. I'm trying to reach my wife. I'm trying to reach her through my cell phone. I borrowed the phones of all the people that were with me, but cell phones just wouldn't work. And I'm saying, God, if this building is going to go down with us, I'm never going to see my wife again. I'm never going to see the child she's carrying.